Listen up, you lot. Are you tired of the same old boring chicken recipes? Do you want to impress your mates with something truly spectacular? Well, get ready to ditch the bland and embrace the bold. Today, we're taking your taste buds on a global journey with 7 exotic chicken recipes that will blow your bloody mind. From the sizzling spices of Morocco to the fiery heat of Szechuan, we're about to turn up the heat in your kitchen. Alright, you donkey, get ready, because we're about to embark on a culinary adventure straight to the heart of Morocco. This isn't just any recipe. This is a journey through centuries of tradition, flavor, and passion, all simmering away in one magical pot. Let's kick things off in Morocco with a chicken tagine that'll make your taste buds sing and your senses dance. This dish is the soul of Moroccan home cooking, a celebration of color, aroma, and taste that brings families together around the table. The secret? It's all in the tagine, the iconic clay pot with its conical lid. This ancient cooking method isn't just for show. The unique shape traps steam, slowly basting the chicken and infusing every bite with deep, layered flavors. The result? A dish so tender and aromatic it'll make you weep tears of joy. Imagine wandering through a bustling Moroccan market, the air thick with the scent of exotic spices and sizzling street food. That's the essence we're capturing here, an explosion of flavor that transports you straight to Marrakesh with every mouthful. First, we sear the chicken to golden perfection, locking in all those beautiful juices. This step is crucial, don't rush it. You want that gorgeous caramelization, the kind that promises rich, savory flavor in every bite. Then, we build a symphony of flavors with onions, garlic, ginger, and a touch of magic. A blend of warm spices like cumin, coriander, and turmeric. Each spice brings its own story, its own warmth, and together they create a base that's both comforting and exciting. Don't even think about skimping on the spices, you hear me? This is where the magic happens. Be generous, be bold. The more vibrant the spice, the more unforgettable the dish. Let those aromas fill your kitchen and wake up your appetite. Next, we add dried fruits like apricots and dates for a touch of sweetness, and a handful of toasted almonds for crunch. This sweet and savory combo is what sets Moroccan cuisine apart. Each bite is a surprise, a perfect balance of flavors and textures. And don't forget the finishing touches, preserved lemons and briny green olives. They add a tangy, salty kick that cuts through the richness and ties everything together in true Moroccan style. A slow simmer in the tagine allows all those flavors to meld together, creating a culinary masterpiece. The aroma will fill your home, drawing everyone to the kitchen, eager for a taste. Serve this with a side of fluffy couscous to soak up all that delicious sauce. And you've got yourself a taste of heaven. One bite, and you'll understand why Moroccan food is celebrated around the world. A feast for the senses, and a memory you'll savor long after the last spoonful. Next stop, China. We're diving deep into the heart of Szechuan province, a region famous for its bold flavors, vibrant street food, and a culinary tradition that celebrates spice like nowhere else on earth. If you love food that packs a punch, you're in for an unforgettable ride. Today, we're about to unleash the fiery fury of Szechuan cuisine with my Szechuan Firecracker chicken. This dish is a true celebration of heat, flavor, and texture, and it's guaranteed to wake up your taste buds. Imagine tender pieces of chicken, coated in a spicy, aromatic sauce and finished with a mouth-tingling kick that's both addictive and exhilarating. This dish is not for the faint of heart, but if you can handle the heat, you're in for a real treat. The combination of fiery chili peppers and the signature numbing sensation of Szechuan peppercorns creates a flavor experience that's truly unique. It's the kind of dish that makes you sweat, smile, and reach for just one more bite. We start by marinating the chicken in a blend of soy sauce, shaoxing wine, and a touch of sugar to balance out the spice. The marinade not only infuses the chicken with deep umami flavors, but also helps to tenderize the meat, ensuring every bite is juicy and packed with taste. Let the chicken soak up all those flavors for at least 30 minutes, longer if you have the time. And now for the star of the show, Szechuan peppercorns. These little beauties have a unique numbing sensation that will set your mouth ablaze. Unlike regular black pepper, Szechuan peppercorns deliver a tingling, almost citrusy buzz that dances on your tongue and elevates the entire dish. We'll toast them lightly to release their aroma, then grind them up and add them to the marinade. Toasting is key. It brings out the peppercorn's floral notes and intensifies their numbing power. The freshly ground peppercorns blend with the marinade, infusing the chicken with that signature Szechuan zing. Once the chicken is nice and flavorful, we'll grill it to crispy perfection. The key here is to get those beautiful char marks on the outside while keeping the inside juicy and tender. The high heat caramelizes the marinade, creating a smoky, slightly sweet crust that contrasts perfectly with the spicy, numbing interior. Serve this with a side of fluffy steamed rice and some stir-fried Asian greens to cool down the fire. The rice soaks up all that delicious sauce, while the greens add a fresh, crisp bite. This is Szechuan comfort food at its finest, a dish that's bold, exciting, and absolutely unforgettable. Let's jet off to Peru, where we'll be firing up the grill for some pollo a la brasa. This Peruvian classic is all about the marinade, so listen up. We're going to combine garlic, ginger, cumin, paprika, and a healthy dose of ají amarillo paste, a Peruvian chili pepper that adds a unique, fruity flavor. Marinate the chicken overnight to let those flavors penetrate deep into the meat. Now here's where things get interesting. Traditionally, pollo a la brasa is cooked over charcoal, which gives it that smoky, irresistible flavor. But if you don't have a charcoal grill, don't worry. You can still achieve amazing results in the oven. The key is to cook the chicken at a high temperature to get that crispy skin and juicy meat. And don't forget the ají verde sauce. This tangy, herbaceous sauce is the perfect accompaniment to the rich, flavorful chicken. Next up, we're heading to the Philippines for a taste of their national dish, chicken adobo. This dish is honestly a true testament to the power of simple ingredients cooked to perfection. So, we'll start by marinating the chicken in a mixture of soy sauce, vinegar, garlic, and bay leaves. The combination of salty, sour, and savory flavors is what makes adobo so damn delicious. And don't be afraid to let the chicken marinate for a few hours, or even overnight, to really soak up all those flavors. Once the chicken is marinated, we'll sear it in a hot pan until it's golden brown. Then, we'll add the marinade to the pan and let everything simmer until the chicken is fall-off-the-bone tender. Serve this with a side of steamed rice and some pickled vegetables for a truly authentic Filipino feast. Get ready for a culinary journey to India, where we'll be firing up the tandoor for some mouth-watering tandoori chicken. This dish is all about the marinade, which is a blend of yogurt, lemon juice, and a symphony of spices like turmeric, cumin, coriander, and garam masala. We'll marinate the chicken for at least a few hours, or even better, overnight, to let those flavors work their magic. Now, here's the tricky part. Traditionally, tandoori chicken is cooked in a tandoor oven, which imparts a unique smoky flavor. But don't despair if you don't have one. You can still achieve fantastic results by grilling or broiling the chicken. The key is to cook it over high heat to get that beautiful char on the outside while keeping the inside juicy and tender. Serve this with some warm naan bread, refreshing raita, and fluffy basmati rice for a truly royal feast. Next stop, Brazil. We're about to dive into a hearty and flavorful frango com quiabo, a traditional Brazilian chicken stew that will warm your soul. We'll start by browning the chicken pieces to golden perfection, creating a rich base for our stew. Then, we'll add onions, garlic, tomatoes, and a generous amount of okra, the star ingredient of this dish. Okra, or quiabo as it's known in Brazil, adds a unique texture and a slightly sweet flavor to the stew. We'll simmer everything together until the chicken is fall-off-the-bone tender and the okra is meltingly soft. Serve this with a side of fluffy white rice or creamy polenta for a truly comforting and satisfying meal. Get ready for a culinary adventure to Ethiopia, a country where food is not just about sustenance, but a celebration of culture, tradition, and community. Ethiopian cuisine is famous for its bold flavors, vibrant colors, and the way it brings people together around a shared table. Today, we're diving into one of Ethiopia's most beloved dishes, a true national treasure that's as rich in history as it is in taste. We'll be spicing things up with doro wat, the legendary chicken stew that's the centerpiece of many Ethiopian feasts. This dish is more than just a meal. It's a symbol of hospitality, often prepared for holidays, family gatherings, and special celebrations. Doro wat is renowned for its deep, complex flavors and its comforting, hearty texture. Each bite tells a story of generations of cooks perfecting their craft, passing down recipes and techniques through the years. The secret behind Dorowat's unforgettable taste is Berber, a spice blend that's the heart and soul of Ethiopian cooking. Berber is a vibrant, fiery mix that typically includes sun-dried chili peppers, pungent garlic, zesty ginger, earthy fenugreek, and a medley of other spices like coriander, cardamom, and cinnamon. Each family might have their own twist, making every batch unique. This aromatic blend is what gives Dorowat its signature heat and depth, infusing the stew with layers of flavor that unfold with every spoonful. To start, we slowly saute a generous amount of onions and garlic in niter, a spiced clarified butter that's a cornerstone of Ethiopian cuisine. Niter is infused with spices like cardamom, cumin, and turmeric, giving it a golden hue and a rich aromatic flavor that sets the foundation for the stew. Next, we add the Berbere spice blend, letting it bloom in the hot butter until its fragrance fills the kitchen, signaling that it's time for the next step. Then we introduce the chicken pieces, allowing them to soak up all those incredible flavors as they simmer gently in the sauce. The stew is left to cook slowly, giving the chicken time to become meltingly tender, while the sauce thickens and intensifies, creating a mouth-watering aroma that fills the air. As the sauce reduces, it becomes luxuriously thick and deeply colored, clinging to every piece of chicken and promising a burst of flavor in every bite. And here's the kicker: just before serving, we nestle hard-boiled eggs into the stew. The eggs soak up the spicy sauce, adding a creamy richness and a beautiful contrast to the bold flavors. The final dish is a feast for the senses, with tender chicken, savory eggs, and a sauce that's out of this world. Traditionally, Dorowat is served with injera, a spongy, slightly tangy flatbread made from teff flour. Injera isn't just a side, it's your utensil, used to scoop up the stew and soak up every last drop of sauce. Sharing Dorowat with injera is more than just eating. It's an experience, a way to connect with friends and family, and a delicious introduction to the heart of Ethiopian culture. Well, there you have it, you lot. 7 incredible chicken recipes from around the world that will tantalize your taste buds and transport you to culinary heaven. Now it's your turn to get cooking. Don't be afraid to experiment with these recipes and make them your own. And be sure to let me know in the comments which recipe you're most excited to try. Until next time, keep those knives sharp and those taste buds adventurous.